Hey everyone, welcome to your Ursaring Week 5 recaps. I know it's a bit late, so sorry about that, but I'll make sure that the Week 6 recaps are out tomorrow as well, so you don't have to wait long, you can just watch them both at the same time. So sorry again for the inconvenience, but we're trying to figure out how to get these videos out every week and on like a good schedule. So thank you for your patience. First of all, let's go over to the leaderboard standings. Right now, team 1 to 4 are all 4 and 1, with the Milwaukee Miners being first with a plus 13 differential, then Randomly Implicit with a plus 11 differential, the Shitty Webbers with a plus 7, and then lastly, the Breaking Zolt with a plus 1 differential. Then we have the Seattle Dragonites, the Miami Mimikyu, and the Florida Phalanx all at a 3-2 record. Then we have a lot of teams also on the 2 and 3 record, which are the Los Angeles Dodorios, the Chicago Fire Chandeleurs, the Detroit Durants, and the Fusion Fishes, and the Rhode Island Rampardos. And lastly, we have 3 teams on 1 and 4, and then lastly, 1 team on 0 and 5. They are first New York Cavaliers, the RB Leipzig Dragoons, and the Eckberg Empoleons. And then lastly, team that's 0-5 is the Charlotte Beadrills. So, I mean, playoffs are taking shape a little bit. I think teams that are 4-1 are looking really good right now. But there's a lot of teams that are 2 and 3, and even the teams that are 1 and 4 can easily make it in if you win. For example, if you win your week 6 game, then you're 2 and 4. And if the person that's 3 and 2 loses their game, they're 3 and 3. You're only 1 game behind them. So I think it's definitely doable. Like with 4 losses, it gets a bit more difficult, but there's 10 weeks, so you can still end the season 6 and 4, which is perfectly fine. So yeah, first off, let's head over to the match of the week. And this week it was between Randomly Unpleasant and the New York Cavaliers. If you looked at the leaderboard, you can actually kind of see what already happened there. New York Cavaliers was a recently taken over team coached now by Carboni, and they faced the just thus far undefeated Randomly Unpleasant team, and they actually managed to take him down. So it was a very, although he eventually won 3-0, I felt like it could have been a lot closer because he did get lucky by getting 2 freezes off a singular ice beam, like both on the first shot, so it's 10% chance to freeze. Now it happened twice, so I do feel that he might have been a bit lucky there, but overall, it's still his team still performed greatly. So it was more that it was kind of like you don't know how it would have went if we didn't get those freezes. 1 freeze on the zero aura definitely mattered, but he still had more Pokemon left, so I feel like he might have had a way to deal with it afterward and still getting the win afterwards. But getting that freeze was definitely very very fortunate for him, and it made him getting to secure the win even more easier because he got the win on the the freeze on the Zero Aura, and if he didn't dare, Zero Aura could have just run rampant. So the Zero Aura freeze is, in my eyes, really what sealed this match. Overall, it was great bet by both teams. I do feel like that the Renly Unpleasant still played very well, even though he got frozen 2 times on the pond. So basically, he was just playing 4v2. I mean 4v6. I mean. So yeah, it was I feel it was a great match, so that's why it deserved match of the week. Then we head over to a fun mon. We felt this is the mon of the week. This is fun. Mon of the week this time, Shackle. Well, you can already see what kind of set this is. Shell Smash, Rest, Toxic Infestation. It was a stall fiesta. So of course, Shell Smash. Changes what you do to stats lowers get stat raises instead. So he plays Shell Smash with Contrary. That's his ability that he gets, and of course it raises your speed, your attack, and your special attack, but lowers your defense and special defense. Well, we all know Chuckle is a tank. Simple, put it clearly. 230 in both. I think it's 230 in both his special defense and his defense now. So he just still smashed, and because he ran Toxic to get them down even faster, Infestation to do overtime damage, and then Rest as well to heal any statuses off of himself and get some regen in. If you can get this set up, which he had in the end, this he had plus 4 defense, plus 4 special defense. Well, that is thing is unkillable unless you get a crit. Pretty much where you can get an Omen set up on it and deal enough damage before he takes you out. Like, but it's just so difficult with Toxic and Infestation. And even though like Resti he ran a Chesto Barrier on it, so if you were on time before he got fully set up, then you might have been able to take him down. But even if he rests, he still deals damage with Infestation. He still would these damage with Toxic. So in this match that the Miami Mimikyu played, he was on the back foot. He was losing in my eyes a bit. But when he got a Shuckle set up, I when I first saw him Shell Smash, I was like, what are you doing? Because I was like, this is never gonna work. But it worked out in the end. He got the kills. He survived a couple of close calls. And yeah, if I would lose to a Shuckle, Shell Smash, Infestation, Toxic Reset, I would be furious. So I can only imagine how the opponent felt because he was winning that game. I think the Shuckle picked up 4 kills. That was the last 4 months. I think he had like 2 other teammates alive, his team, and they were both fairly low. So he also announced in the chat Shuckle time. So I was like, oh no, here it comes. But yeah, overall it was a very well executed set, and I mean you still have to get it to work before it's for it to be good. Like it could have backfired greatly. So yeah, overall it was a fun set. That's why it deserved one of the week. Getting 4 kills is always good as well. So great match by the Miami MQs. A great use of Shuckle. It's a very fun mod, so that's why we decided to make it the mod of the week as well. Then lastly, Chicago Fire Chandelures, coached by Shandy, who is he played in doubles first because he put in his application that he wanted both, and then we put him in doubles while he wanted singles. So when someone singles upped, he went singles. Then he had both, which was a bit too much for him. So now he dropped out of out of doubles, so now he's just a singles coach. But he really showed just how much of a threat he is. He dominated his opponents. I think only losing one Mon. I can't remember which one it is. Had some great switches. It was mostly, I think Garchomp had a set as well. Substitute Sword Stance and then 2 attacking moves. So even in the end, it couldn't even really touch him. Oh yeah, that's by the way, that's another way to stop Shuckle. It's you run Substitute before he hits you. So Toxic can go Substitute and Infestation deals no damage. Kinda just ruined his team for him. Sorry. But if you watch this week 6 game, that would have been given out as well. So yeah, overall great play by the Chicago Fire Chandelures using all his mons to great effect. I do feel maybe his team is a bit too offense heavy because like all teams are like offensive threats. Like yeah, Sylveon can also be like Wish and a bit of support, but the rest of his team like I felt it was a bit too offensive. Like it worked out greatly in the end because the opponent didn't have something for like this much raw power, but I do feel like it's a great threat to it's a risk that you're taking if you're to going so offensive, because if it doesn't work out and the opponent kind of reaches it, then you're in for a tough game. Let's just leave it at that. So overall, great match for the Chicago Fire Chandelures, picking up the win and trying to get himself into the playoff spot. So and then lastly, we'll head over to the key death leaderboard. And yes, Zeraora died. I was wrong. I said it was gonna be. I think I said week 7 or something. But he died to the ice beam freeze, which was unlucky. If he didn't die to the ice beam freeze, or at least didn't get frozen, I think he would have at least picked up another 2 kills. So yeah, I would. That was a bit sad for him. Then we got. And then we got Latios Mega on 12 kills, 3 deaths. Capofini 7 kills, 2 deaths. Hounded Mega on 5 kills, 1 death. And then I don't think I think a lot of people use a lot of different mons to get kills, because then you get Zorark 5 kills, 1 death, Sidladius Mega 6 kills, 2 deaths, Comfy 3 kills, 0 deaths, Mayencha 3 kills, 0 deaths, CD Seagull 4 kills, 1 death, Hydreigon also 4 kills, 1 death. So I feel like there's not that many. There's like a lot of different mons that have been getting killed for everyone, or people just have been getting kills like 1-1 or 2-1, and they just don't show up on the KDA leaderboards because they have too close of a difference. Because, for example, there can be a Pokemon that has like 12 kills as well, but he also died 10 times or something. Although it's week 5, so he can't die 10 times, but like, for you know what I mean. So yeah, it was another great week, and then week 6 all matches, I think, maybe apart from like 2 have been played already. So I should be able to choose which of the weeks it's gonna be, and hopefully get that video out tomorrow, or at least get it recorded tomorrow and then get it out on Wednesday. So thank you everyone for watching, and have a great day.